Welcome to James D. Miller CPA. This video is about minimally invasive bookkeeping. The design here is to help you effectively plan for your taxes, manage cash flow, and take advantage of retirement savings. Our starting price on this service is $150 a month. The following slide describes the service that we're proposing to you. This is designed to reduce tax season ugly surprises, reduce stress for both you and us. If I help you be on top of your business, it's designed around closely held business owners, solopreneurs, sales professionals, realtors, and construction professionals, basically incorporated pocketbooks. We are providing this under a set of assumptions, meaning we're able to use automated tools to bring your effort down to as little as possible, as well as ours. Um, Another focus of this is if you're an S corporation or a small company and you have a desire to do payroll, it's really important you have all these things in order so you know how much payroll to do and be able to cash flow it. I know that whenever I am presented with options, I like to go straight to the bottom line. So I'm doing that for you here. Our entry level price on this is $150 a month. But believe it or not, that does quite a bit. A lot of clients will fit into that flat monthly fee amount. It does assume that we have a QuickBooks Online account. It does assume that we're able to employ the technology we need to make this a workable situation, both for you and us. We do issue financials on a quarterly basis, even though we do the work on a monthly basis. And we use this for the usual estimated tax payments, year-end planning, payroll planning, and retirement funding. Again, we have to use automation on this in order to make it work. And there are some caveats. They're listed here. You can look at these yourself. I mean, if you've got a long list of multiple accounts, the court you extensively told me your personal and your business. We may have to quote you a higher amount than this. However, usually the addition is not as much as you might think. And then we also need to worry about transition and startup. So if you are in a place where you'd have a lot of backed up work, we would quote you on the catch-up board. One of the main things that this emphasizes is technology. So the longest technology has been around forever. QuickBooks has been able to download your banking transactions forever. It's even been able to, for quite some time now, a few years, been able to download your actual copies of PDF bank statements. In addition to that, most banks have now started allowing a read-only access to your online banking, where we can see things like who the checks were paid to acquire copies of PDF bank statements that won't upload to QuickBooks, etc. And then finally, we make heavy use of online portals for clients to be able to just simply take pictures of receipts and things like that, purchase documents, etc., and just upload them directly into their portal. No organization necessary. Just land them in the folder that we can see, and then we will organize it. We would probably go over many of these items in a face-to-face conversation or on a phone conversation, but there are some peripheral issues. For example, big box store receipts. You can read it here, but basically, if you have a big box store receipt, unless you can provide support for the business component, the IRS typically disallows things. So we give you the opportunity to upload those into our portal, and then we allow AI to break these down into the defectable portions. There's other documents such as purchase contracts on automobiles or equipment that we would need you to provide independently. There is some information regarding automobile deduction and home office, meals and entertainment, etc., that we do need to get from you separately. And then lastly, payroll is always a big item. That has a very wide solution to it. There's outside providers. Many of our clients already work with Paychecks and other providers, but we do provide a very simple payroll, quarterly and annual. that we can offer to you. We don't pursue this. If you already have a payroll relationship, we simply step back and let you keep that relationship if that's what you want. In conclusion, in order to engage us to get started with this, for some of you, you're already existing clients, which means we don't need as much initial assessment. But for a new client to us, we'll just sit down and go through what you have. We'll make an initial assessment. That's a pretty quick process. We'll use that to create an engagement letter that lays out the costs, and including any catch up work or corrective work that is needed. And then once we have signed that and we're engaged, then we will take some time with you to get the technology set up properly. Most of this will be done through online meetings, but it can also be done face to face on some of these. Um, it is important to note that if there is a significant amount of cleanup or catch up needed on your books so that we can have a good starting point, that's quoted completely separately. Again, once we get those things done, the goal here is you don't have to worry about it. We can get to the information that we need in order to produce your books with you doing virtually nothing or very little. So, hope that is enough information for you. And if you want to reach out to us, you know how to reach us. The information on the bottom is how to get to us.